the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 54 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
From the gun on third down, Whitaker, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He'll field this at the 5. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Titan football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Waller, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Whitaker. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
8 yards.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
At their own.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's third down.
Brings up third down. And
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Past the 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 19 yards away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
14. Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's going to go down again.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decide to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get...
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard
The
line.
Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt when a few things have gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raiders heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Yeah. 56.
Throwing on first down. Whitaker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Whitaker. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Titans now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards to pick up the There.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 30 wants the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
2nd and 3. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Draw play for Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they try to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st and 10, Whitaker. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
4th down.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator...
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Nashville. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Whitaker. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on 2nd down, Whitaker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And he finds Stills, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the gun, Whitaker got his man complete over the middle. That's Richards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Number 43.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
From the gun, Whitaker stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Now the extra point.
Point after.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Whitaker, 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And he's got his man on the out route. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. To throw on 3rd down. Whitaker. It's caught. Stills right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down and goal.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8.
Know my name. I get